Dealing podcast. Make some motherfucking noise. We back.
Act like we never left.
I am your host, Dejon Paul, joined by the lovely Auntie.
Hey, Auntie. What's the motherfucking deal, y'all?
What's good, chat? We got the lovely Jada Stokes in the building, our producer. And of course, our host, Media Spill Network. Make some noise for them. All right, I know you guys are wondering, damn, that couch looks a lot lighter.
Oh.
A whole lot lighter. Don't worry, I have not fired Cory yet.
That's wrong.
I have not fired Cory yet. In fact, it's Cory's birthday.
It's Cory's
birthday. Horse season. Shout out to the Tauruses. Happy birthday. He's at the Laker game right now.
He's at the Laker game, y'all.
And we need the Lakers to win. That should be his birthday wish.
If they don't win, I got problems with Cory.
It's Cory's fault?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we down 3-1. So Cory's at crypto right now. If you see him, tell him what's up. And, fingers crossed. Hopefully they win. It's a big night.
Shout out, Cory. Happy birthday, Cory.
Yeah, we're going to get back to that in a minute. But how was your day, Auntie?
My day was amazing. Busy as usual.
Okay.
Getting to the motherfucking money like we supposed to.
You got some clients?
Yeah. I got clients every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Okay.
How was your day?
My day was fair to middling. It was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, this is the best part of my day today so far.
Yeah.
It's podding. I just like to work. I did some social media stuff today. I didn't do too much though.
Yeah. But
I was looking forward to doing this. I woke up, called Cory, told him happy birthday, and then I got started with my day. Yep. But I saw that you cooked. I'm actually upset with you right now. We low-key beefing.
Why?
Because I saw on Sunday you cooked soul food dinner, and where's the food?
The only person that slid in my DM and said they wanted the plate was Cory.
I liked your story.
Oh, so next time, so when you like a story, that means you want some.
Yeah.
Why you didn't put it on Sunday?
I just like the story that big. Like, okay.
I'm like 15 minutes away from you.
Yeah. I got you. Next
time.
Tell people what you made.
I made collard greens. I made hot water cornbread because I ain't no jiffy ass bitch. You
that
feel
part,
me?
Yeah.
Hot water cornbread and catfish nuggets.
Catfish nuggets.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite meals. Catfish nuggets, hot water cornbread, and collard greens. Now, personally, I was just tweeting this the other day. I like turnip greens.
Oh, hell no.
I hate mustard greens. Collard greens too chewy. You got to cook them a very long time.
You got to cook them in a crock pot for 8 hours.
That's how you get. But turnip greens, you can cook them on the stove for an hour and they soft and they ready to go. That's why I like turnip greens.
Okay.
Right in the middle. But shout out to Auntie and her Sunday dinner. I feel like I made spaghetti on Sunday.
Damn, I miss spaghetti.
I only eat my spaghetti too. That's the crazy part.
I fucking miss spaghetti with the cheese on. Did you put cheese?
Yeah, I put cheese on. I put it in the oven.
Niggas that don't put cheese on spaghetti.
I cook it on the stove, then I put cheese on top and put it in the oven.
Oh, casserole spaghetti.
Yeah, I learned that from YG's mom. YG mama recipe is like that.
My mama put a brick of chili in there.
I've had that. I'm shout out my mama. So I went to Vegas. The last time I went to Vegas, the homegirl, her name is Isha. She put the chili in the spaghetti.
Chili. You would never go back.
It's like chili cheese spaghetti.
Chili cheese spaghetti.
It's so good. Now we gotta stop talking about food because I'm getting hungry. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pull my motherfucking card.
Pull your card. What you got?
Player. Don't like. Oh, perfect. Every player takes a shot except you. Booyah.
You know what? I just swallowed my shot. So I'm in that thing.
Pull your card then. You got the pink deck. I got the blue deck.
What we doing? All right. Reveal the most you've spent on someone you've dated.
Oh, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Damn, that's a good ass question.
Do
it matter if I got it back or not?
I always get it back, but go ahead. Let the people know.
I mean, what? I ain't really went too crazy on a nigga because I ain't really had that nigga where I wanted to go crazy on him. You feel me? You got to be a particular nigga that I'm really fucking with that I want to go crazy on. So right now, I would say the max I've ever went crazy is like 450.
450. Keep it under 500.
You feel me?
Under 500. Definitely got a $500 limit.
Yeah.
What did you get him? If you don't mind me asking.
I got him like the latest Apple Watch.
Okay. That's
because
cool.
I need you to be
so in contact. There's something that was random.
No, it was for Christmas.
Holiday. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's within the budget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a sentimental gift giver.
Oh.
I'll buy you something that is sentimental that don't cost a lot of money.
Okay.
Like a gift card to your favorite restaurant or the restaurant we went on a date to.
That's cute.
Like a $25 gift card.
25. What they gonna get? Huh? What they gonna get with $25? Some bread and water and
you get the breadsticks at the Olive Garden. And you
get
salad.
And Olive Garden got the 2. Get it 2, 1 take home.
Ew. Oh, you can get the fried mac and cheese balls. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff you can get for $25 with a gift card.
I would not fuck with a nigga that get me a $25 gift card. You got me fucked up.
Well, I've learned when you treat people good, they treat you like shit. When you treat people like shit, they treat you good. So when I date, which might be why I'm single, when I date, I normally treat people like shit. I rarely ever treat people good in relationships.
Okay.
I'm so single, I haven't seen Sinners.
Me neither. Fuck that movie.
We gotta go see it then.
No, we don't.
I want to see it.
I don't.
You don't want to see Michael B. Jordan?
I mean, I see him on the internet and all that, but I don't want to see him in no Sinners.
Why not?
I'm not an old school ass.
You don't like period pieces?
No, I don't like old shit.
I love period pieces.
I don't like that shit.
Anything back in the Dizzle with horses and wagons.
It's like for what?
And suits and ties and shit. I love that shit because it take you back there. I really don't care to see movies about this time.
And then on top of that, the movie had like a lot of vampire bloody shit. I grew up in a household where, like, you feel me, we watch shit that we want to like manifest and like, you know, we don't have that type of shit in our household. Like, I'm not, No,
the crazy part is my grandma, obviously, she used to be like that. Like growing up, she wasn't into none of that. But now she's addicted to horror movies.
Is she?
She love a good horror movie. She be screaming at the TV. She love a horror movie. Me, I don't really like horror movies, but this is a black one, so I was gonna go.
Okay.
So shout out to everybody who has seen Sinners, but Ruchi tweeted, he was like, I'm so single, I ain't seen Sinners yet, and I like the repost, and I'm like, bro, me too, but I guess I catch it on Tubi. Let's pull the card for Cory.
Tubi is crazy. Tubi for Sinners. Sinners ain't going to no motherfucking Tubi.
It's not?
Hell no.
If you've ever had sex with someone you met online, drink. Twitter gets cracking.
Twitter is crazy. Is that where I need to go?
Oh, it's cracking on Twitter.
It's cracking on Twitter? Let me fire my shit
got dimples.
Clubhouse.
But
Clubhouse? That's where it's
Jada, you fuck somebody off Clubhouse? I know. First, don't ever point at me like that. Second off, I know a nigga that be on Clubhouse that you gave the box to.
Wait, what is Clubhouse, Jada? Because
it's like, you know what Twitter Spaces is? It's like an app, but it's just Spaces.
You know what Clubhouse is?
No, I've heard of it.
You never went on Clubhouse when COVID happened?
I've heard of it. Oh, where they had like the little rooms where people was. Oh, I didn't even know that shit was still popping.
It's not popping, but I mean, it's still people still be on there.
Because what's that one, Hinge? Nigga.
Now Hinge is the one that you delete after, right?
Somebody clocking me in the chat.
What they say?
They said meeting somebody on Clubhouse is a choice.
That is the choice. Clock that T real quick. That is definitely a choice.
Was it worth it? Was the dick good?
Clubhouse dick is crazy, Jada.
Was it good, Jada? Hurry up.
It was alright. Because he talked too much. I didn't like that.
Oh, he was verbal.
No, he was weird.
Yeah, I know.
No, be talking. He was talking when he was smashing.
He talked you through it? If you don't mind me asking.
Huh?
He talks you through it?
No, he was just it was like a lot of sound effects.
No, that's a cornball.
Duh, he's on Clubhouse. Anywho, shout out to the chat. Put buddies in the chat. Paul cheese in the chat. Don't go in the chat. All right. Man, I wanted to talk because I know it's Cory's birthday. I wanted to just tell you guys how I met Cory.
Yeah, we want to know.
Not here to dispute these things
and clear the motherfucking allegations.
Cory is my friend. Yeah. I met him in high school, senior year. So I went to Inglewood High School all 4 years. Cory went to Animo, which is like a charter little bougie fancy school down the street. But I had a few friends that went there as well.
Okay.
He transferred to Inglewood High like halfway through the year. He swears he didn't, but he didn't go there at the beginning of the year of our senior year. I swear to God, he transferred halfway through the year. So I see this kid, I walk up to him, I didn't know him, and I was one of the more popular students at the school. I walk up to him like, yo, what's up? What's up? Like, what's up? Hi. He like, I like lunch.
Bye.
I'm like,
shut the fuck up.
I'm like, okay, that's what's up. What's up, man? What's your name? He like, I like lunch. I'm like, yeah, that's good. Like, me too, bro. But like, what's your name? I'm Dejon. What's up? He like, I like lunch. He kept saying that. That shit was weird. So, anywho, the second time I met Cory, I'm trying to tell you,
I used lunch.
No. I was a TA. I used to be a TA for the office. Actually, like I used to pass out notes and stuff.
You was plugged in.
Absolutely. My senior year, though, you know, them last couple of credits you don't need.
I'm over here fucking crying.
I'm telling the truth. So I'm delivering some papers from the office to this classroom. I walk in the classroom. I see Cory there, and I walk in. I'm like, this classroom looks strange. Like they have a whole bunch of big letters on the wall, like the alphabet and like little cartoon characters and doggies and cats and cows and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I just hear the whole class start singing A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
What grade y'all was in?
Senior year in high school.
No, shut up. Shut up. I'm trying to tell you. Dog Cory like this.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I was like, I'm like, man, this the homie though. That's crazy, homie.
Damn.
And we've been friends ever since I delivered that mail.
You didn't judge?
No, never.
You didn't do none of that. You was a real ass nigga.
So I got one more. Cory was supposed to be on the football team because he was on the football team at Animo, but his grades was low. He was on academic probation, so he can never suit up. So I'm editor of the newspaper at Inglewood High School as well as sports editor. I'm editor-in-chief, but I'm also in charge of the sports column.
You been doing shit?
Oh, since fourth grade, I was always journalism, school newspaper editor.
You knew what you was here for.
Absolutely. So I used to go to the game and I used to feel sorry for Cory because everybody else got to play. And Cory used to be over there in street clothes.
Yeah.
I used to call him street clothes. Like AD, like Anthony Davis, he was street clothes.
Damn.
He could never suit up. So shout out to Cory, man.
Shout out to Cory. Happy birthday, Cory.
Happy birthday, Cory.
Happy birthday, Cory.
I got you.
Everything.
It's funny because my birthday is March 30th, and then his birthday is April 30th, and then we got another friend, Mike, who's May 30th.
Oh, that's crazy.
So senior year, I was 18. I turned 18 first. And me and Cory hadn't even been friends that long, but this type of friend I was. I stayed home from school. I used to live like 2-3 blocks from Inglewood High. Like I could hear the bell if I stay home or ditch. I could still hear the bells and announcements and stuff. I stayed home from school. I cooked all this food. I ordered all this shit because everybody used to come over to my house after school. Like my house was the hangout spot at Inglewood. And so I was throwing this party, a surprise party for Cory because he was turning 18. And all my friends knew, but he didn't know. And like as soon as school let out, everybody texted me like, "Oh, we on our way. We're gonna bring Cory." He just thinking he just coming over, but it's a party set up. Why the power go out on the entire block?
No.
So I call him like, "Yo, stall him."
Not on his birthday.
On his birthday, I'm like, I call everybody else. I'm like, "Yo, stall him, take him here, take him there, or something like that. Have him come in an hour." I call an electrician. I'm 18 years old. I call an electrician and have them bring a generator. I paid him like $300.
Not being independent.
I called him to plug in a generator so that we can have power for Cory's party. And I remember the apartment owner of the building was so pissed off because somehow the city wanted the power out, but they didn't put no notice on the door. But the city wanted the power out for the hour for something. Yeah. There was no note. Normally it's a note on the door. Your power will be out between this time and that time.
And y'all got a motherfucking function that's gonna happen.
We had our function.
Period.
Yeah. Shout out to Cory, man.
Shout out to Cory. Happy birthday, Cory.
Happy birthday, Cory.
Speaking of friends, Auntie, I saw you on social media.
You saw me?
Social media.
What you see? Because I deleted it after like 3
hours.
What you
saw?
But
what I remember, you said something about, you said it's crazy how, and I'm summarizing, it's crazy how new friends that you met as an adult show you more love or support than some childhood friends.
They do.
What's that about?
It's about everything. It's about reality. It's about life. A lot of females that I didn't meet in my, you feel me, like 25, 30 solid. It's the bitches from the sandbox
that's acting weird.
It's the bitches from the sandbox that's weird. Ain't supportive. Asking me here and there for whatever the fuck they need. Giving me entitlement. Like I'm just like some weird ass bitch that's gonna get whatever I got. Like, hold up.
Right.
So right now, today, in 2025, I had to cut off a lot of y'all weird ass bitches to continue on with my motherfucking life.
I hear you on that. For me, I've never really had too much good luck with friends. I do have a few solid day ones. I think, and we've talked about it on the show, I feel like a lot of my hometown friends from Inglewood, the people I grew up with, went to school with, they don't respect me.
Yeah.
As an adult, they don't see me as an adult. They don't see me as a man, and that's just my experience in them. So I definitely cut a lot of them off. Or then it just also be like a lot of fake hater shit. Like it'd be a lot of people talk shit about me to people come back and tell me. But then when they see me, report card, a damn lane, no jumper, all this shit, on dick, but behind the scenes, you on a video game politicking on me.
Yeah.
Or if you see me hanging out with what you doing hanging out with that gay nigga, he gay. Why you hanging out with him? But then when you see me, you dap me up, when you gonna have me on the podcast? Woo.
Yeah.
Fake shit.
It's a whole lot of fake shit going on in 2025.
Yeah, so you right. It's time to cut people off. Less is more.
I want to be around less spring people. Cleaning.
Yeah.
It's spring cleaning. We gotta clean that shit out.
I gotta be around less people. Like I don't want to be in a bunch of niggas' faces. Like,
and as you get older,
stay away from me.
As you get older, it's like I don't need a lot of friends. I don't need a lot of homies. I don't need what I'm doing. I'm waking up. I'm getting some of my money. You feel me? I'm taking care of my son. I'm tired at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And just bitches draining me, like leeching off of me. You feel me? Constantly hitting me up for shit. We got the same 24 hours in the day as anybody else. You feel me? You decided to live your life how you wanted to live your life.
That's true.
Get a motherfucking education. Get a motherfucking career. Get a motherfucking trade. And get your shit together.
Absolutely.
And that's all I gotta say.
I will say that it's not a human alive that can ever say I hit them up and asked them for some money. It's not a human alive. I will get on this podcast butt naked if one person can show a screenshot or recall a time where, Dejon hit me up, he needed some money. He needed this, he needed that. I will slit my wrist before I ever hit up somebody like, hey, can I
before I ever call my mama.
I can't do it. Like I don't like being indebted to
before I ever call my daddy.
You got something in the chat?
I would never.
Yeah, I just can't I can't see myself doing it, but people hit me up all the time and ask for stuff, and it's cool. It's cool, but it's like I wish people was like me, independent like me. Yeah. I wish they could handle
because we're enabling them.
Yeah, that's true.
We're definitely enabling them, and I gotta stop doing that shit. You feel me?
I agree. Now this bring me to, it's not on the topic board, but did you hear about Misa Hilton suing Mary J. Blige for $5 million? Did you see that story?
Hell no.
You know who Misa Hilton is, right? That's Puffy's baby mom, Justin Combs' mom, the iconic stylist.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Lil' Kim, Jodeci.
So why does she think she needs that from her?
She sued Mary. Basically, Misa manages a rapper named Vado. She brought him to Mary J. Blige to sign him. Mary signed him to her label, Beautiful Life Productions.
Okay.
So she signs this rapper as a favor to Misa.
Favor.
And then, Diddy goes to jail late last year, early this year, the whole scandal, whatever. So Misa is alleging that Mary told the artist, hey, you need to fire her as your manager, or we can't move forward. Like, you can't come on my tour. We can't put out your album if you don't fire her as your manager. And so she's suing for $5 million because that is a breach of contract, contractual interference, business interference. You can't tell my artist to fire me if you're the label. On the other hand, it's like, if your baby daddy's in jail for all this shit, and I signed this artist and you attached to him, people might not want to book him, bring him out at shows. Yeah. People might not want to work with him because he's affiliated with, not saying that Mary's not affiliated with Diddy, but it's like, she not his baby mama. She not family.
Right.
Misa, you family. That's permanent. You stuck with this. You're going to always be associated with this nigga. Right. Mary ain't worked with him since 2003. Last time they did an album.
She ain't been to no Diddy parties in a minute.
So...
That's not true. She was just
he hung out. She hung
Diddy
out with
parties.
Diddy. Yes, yeah, she partied with Puff.
Yes.
What was her last Diddy party?
The one with Young Miami.
Recently, like last year.
Auntie was in the party.
Yes,
but I mean, it was a lot of people. It's a lot of people at the party.
She had the boots on.
Did she have on the boots?
I just know she.
Yeah, crazy.
So Misa Hilton is saying that Mary took Vado
Come on now. Where my camera? Mary. Girl, you tired. I went to the concert. I saw you. Your feet was hurting. You was sweating.
Auntie was tired.
Did you see her go off? She was like, these niggas don't have shit for me.
But she's okay. So this is also the thing. Misa is the legend that Mary is dating her bodyguard. And
that's why she mad. Let's get to the motherfucking point. Why is she mad?
She's saying that Mary's bodyguard is the one who told Vado to fire Misa. So this is why I brought this up to say doing business with friends sometimes is tricky.
Favors.
It's tricky.
Ain't no favors. Fuck a favor.
Oh yeah, because this is her doing a favor. Because Vado been around since 2003. Yeah. He's had several deals and never worked. Every reporter, including Breakfast Club, every platform is clowning Mary. Like, why did you sign Vado? Like his music career still ain't popped off. He'd have been signed to Cameron. He'd have been signed to all kind of different artists. It never worked for him. But she signed him as a favor to her friend.
That's why you gotta check the resume. You gotta really think about shit. Fuck a friend. This business, this money. Yeah. You gotta separate them too. You can't help everybody.
Because it bites you in the ass.
And it bites you in the ass.
Vado was never gonna make $5 million. Where's my camera? Vado was never gonna make $5 million for that label. So Misa suing for $5 million is thirsty. Your baby daddy is in jail for a lot of creepy, weird shit.
All she gonna do is send packages and JPay and all that when she get that shit. You know what I mean?
Putting money on Diddy books is crazy. Let's move on.
He don't need it. Fuck whatever you got.
Money on Diddy
fuck whatever you got in the streets. You need support when you get behind them bars.
I'm sure, but let's not forget Misa was homeless in the 2000s. Her baby daddy's puffy. She was sleeping on subway station platforms and park benches in the 2000s. After styling Mary, Kim, Faith, Biggie, Jodeci, all their imagery, all them looks, the iconic purple pasty, Diana Ross touched Lil Kim Titty, Misa Hilton made that outfit. Like she's an iconic stylist. Now she has to deal with MCM. She's not really a manager. That's why I think this is like a money grab. And it's fucked up. Again, also, this is my last point. This is Mary is Justin's godmom. Like you suing your child's godmom for $5 million.
She ain't the godmom no more.
Over a nigga.
She ain't the godmom no more.
You can't change that. You can't change who the godmom.
Real quick.
Before
real godmom? Fucking quick.
I felt you can't do that.
Just a godmama ain't associated with God.
Yes, it is. That's what a
christening is. No, it's not.
At a christening, your godparents stand before the preacher.
Who goes to that anymore? When was the last fucking Christian there? What you say? Who been there?
People do christenings.
No, they don't. This is 2025. Bitches ain't doing that no more. Oh, you want to be my godmama?
People not taking their kids to be christened at
No.
It's debatable.
Some people do,
it's
right?
Debatable, yeah. It's debatable.
All right.
Speaking of friends, did y'all see that video of me tussling with two of my best friends?
Oh my god. That was crazy, Dejon. It looked like you sped it up 30 seconds.
I don't know why you say that. I'm just agile like that.
That fucking jab.
The knee with the jabs, yeah.
You was tired of it, huh?
I don't like people. I've been through things. I don't like people like taking control of me or like I don't like to be touched in general. I'm not like a touchy feely type person. Mm-hmm. So when they was like holding my arms back. So basically we was downstairs drinking, having a good time. Get tired. I like to take naps.
Yeah.
Around like 2 or 3 o'clock.
They're fun.
I like to take a good nap and lay it down for an hour. So I'm gonna go upstairs, take a little nap. I'll be right back downstairs in an hour or two. Yeah. Keep drinking and stuff. They're like, oh no, you weird. You turn down, take a shot. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go upstairs. Then in the video, you see them like restraining me, trying to keep me from going to the stairs. I had to get them up. It was all hell. Don't touch me.
I didn't see nobody. Everybody disappeared.
I got it up on me and I walked away.
Everybody disappeared in that motherfucker. Shout out Dejon.
Hey man, stop fucking with me, man.
Laying shit in.
Belt to ass. Keep your hands to yourself. Them is my friends, but I'll fight anybody if you put your hands on me. I don't care. I don't fuck
they
with
good that. Though, because niggas was out of there. They straight.
They solid.
They can still walk.
Yeah, they niggas. They solid. They okay. They can still walk. It's crazy because one of them did fly to the refrigerator.
I didn't know where neither one of them niggas went.
The other one got out of there once he got the knee to the gut. He was done. Oh man, that's crazy, homie. Let's see. Oh, hip hop media. Like I saw, it's so much crazy shit going on in the timeline.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I feel like you can't call yourself a hip hop media person, a hip hop journalist, or a hip hop media figure out west if you don't know hip hop. Like, if you don't know who DJ Kool Herc, if you think DJ Kool Herc was a rapper, if you think hip hop was invented by a rapper, then it's like the blind leading the blind. And then we wonder why West Coast hip hop or LA rap has been in the space it's been for the past however many years. The people who are the spokespersons for it don't know shit about hip hop.
Right.
How is East Coast media people and people in New York that know more about West Coast hip hop than the West Coast people? Like, I'm seeing niggas talk about NWA invented gangster rap. Like, Toddy T wasn't around way before that. Bataram or King T wasn't out, or Too Short wasn't making gangster rap 1984, 1985. Yeah. NWA came out like, NWA the Posse came out like late 87, 88. Like, if you don't know the facts, and you don't have to know everything. I don't know everything about hip hop, but I love hip hop. I'm passionate about it. Clearly, I write about hip hop. You
know your shit.
You gotta know hip hop if you're gonna be sitting on these mics speaking about it. Otherwise, you just a gang member with a mic. Ooh. That's how I look at it. We just, YouTubers, y'all just YouTubers or like internet personalities. If you're gonna speak about hip hop, know about it, because it's traits that I could trace, or a real hip hop media person will be able to notice in a new rapper that was happening in the early 80s, late 70s. Yeah. But if you don't know hip hop, you won't know how to identify those traits.
Right.
Somebody could be making the same mistake that a rapper in 1979 or a rapper in 1983 or a rapper in 1987, 92, 95, 99 was making, and you can't even help them pivot from that mistake because you don't do your homework. You don't do research.
Yeah.
So earlier today when I saw self-proclaimed hip-hop media person, a hip-hop media figure in the West, say DJ Kool Herc was a rapper, say Kool Herc rap, my mind was blown. That shit is crazy.
Chinchilla Sock said West Coast rappers and media don't use social media to promote their product enough.
West Coast rappers don't use social media to promote their product enough? I mean, it's hard to do when you busy gangbanging.
When you in the streets,
shoot, when you gangbanging on social media, fucking the streets, I don't care what you do in the streets, but if you on social media gangbanging all day and everything is about being a Crip or a Blood or a Hoover or a Pyru or a Diamond, whatever, to me, the lines get blurred and people see you as that and don't see you as a hip hop person. But again, I just feel like, and I spoke to Johnny Shites earlier today, I just feel like hip hop media on the West Coast, it lacks compared to hip hop media out on the East Coast. Like, they really know what they talk about. They do their homework. They know who Kool Herc is. You feel me? I remember it was a podcaster that claims to be hip hop. He's an actual DJ. He's a DJ / podcaster that didn't know who Melly Mel was. You sit on a podcast every week and try to talk about hip hop, but you don't know who Melly Mel from Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5 is. So, who the fuck is Melly Mel? Fuck him. I don't know who that is. You're an idiot. If it wasn't for Melly Mel, there would be no Kendrick Lamar. Melly Mel was the first person to say something that meant something on wax. Before him, it was all clap your hands, everybody. I'm the shit. Do this dance, left, right, da, da, da. Melly Mel was the first one with the message, like broken glass everywhere, talking about the ghetto, being a CNN reporter for the streets. So I just feel like hip hop media out West is part to blame for why the music suffers and why our hip hop scene has the only person to really make it out the West lately, Kendrick, Tyler the Creator. And I feel like we don't have more names like that because our media people don't know anything about hip hop. They just gang members with mics for the most part, or cool niggas with mics. Yeah. You know, cool personalities, socialites with mics. And it's cool to be that.
Yeah.
But it's like,
you saying separated.
Separated. Don't be like down low stupid. Like, if you stupid, be stupid. If you don't know it, if you ignorant to hip hop topics,
do your research before you speak on it.
Yeah. Just do it, or be like, you know what? I don't know about that. I can't speak on this topic because I don't know about it. But I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh yeah, Kool Herc invented hip hop. He was a rapper. What did Kool Herc do to invent hip hop? He rapped. Like, no, that nigga was a DJ who threw parties in his project recreational hall. He had his parents cook. He made like little flashcards, passed out. Him and his sister passed them out, invites to everybody, and they threw the first hip hop party, 1973. So again, shout out to hip hop. I love it. Clearly,
shout out to hip hop. Yeah.
I'm not gonna front and act like being a super hip hop purist, especially in LA in 2025, is the most profitable thing, because you can look up like my rap report card content views and then look up like the Crip report card or the Southsider report card or the Blood report card. People, I clearly don't do it, but other platforms do that. Right. The views is in the hundreds of thousands for those. things because more people out here are interested in blood and cripping than hip hop.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because that's what we are grown around. That's our culture, LA culture. That's what we know. You feel me? That's all we see.
Yeah, but hip hop has been out here since the 80s. It's like I feel like hip hop should get the same.
And
love.
Everybody in hip hop is either a blood or a crip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you saying that, like you just said, it kind of like blur the lines.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that? It might be a cliche question. Do you feel like that holds us back in any regard when you can't separate the two ever?
It does hold us back because niggas that's like dropping music or whatever and got the banging and all that and the videos with the banging and the red rags or the blue rags and all that, it does hold us back.
Yeah.
But that's all niggas know out here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe hopefully people wake up one day and realize that you can do what you do in the streets, but you should have a love for hip hop.
Yeah.
That should come first if you're going to be an artist, your love for hip hop. You feel me? On the East Coast, it's legendary MCs that was involved in the streets, drug dealers, thugs, all of that.
Yeah.
But what came first was that shit they was talking in the booth. Ray Von's team, I want to real quick shout out Ray Von. He just dropped a new project. His team reached out and they asked me to grade the project. So I am working on that report card. It's going to drop later this week. But he did have a song. It's like Triple XLT.
Okay.
That is so fucking fire on that project. Shout out to Ray Von. Congratulations. This is his first project. I have given him S before on the LA Rap Report card, but it was only
Who haven't you gave an F?
Exactly. But it's only because he had never dropped a project. He always got like 9s and 10s and lyricism.
Like consistency.
Yeah, he always got 9s and 10s and lyricism. It's just the fact that you never put out a full body of work.
Yeah.
So now that's out. So the grades gonna be different when the progress report card come out. Mm-hmm. But his team reached out, asked me to grade the project, and I'm not gonna lie, I was listening to it, and his project moved me to tears.
Oh,
like he talked about some really like personal stuff.
Okay.
He spoke about he spoke about his mother using drugs and having mental health issues and just the hardships that dealt with that and his upbringing and staying on people's couches and stuff like that. Like the narratives in the album, like it's such a well put together project.
Do you believe everything he said? Do you think everything he said is factual? Because some niggas like throw shit in there that just rhyme.
I mean, I don't know him personally. I never met the gentleman, but I would hope so. But even if he was telling somebody else's story, the way he told it so well, because I know everything Nas rapped about he didn't live, but he know people that lived it.
Yeah, you felt
so
it.
It's like
it's
even
gonna touch somebody.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. His project touched me, and I can't wait to put out the report card for it. It's not gonna be F. His project is really good. So make sure you tap in with the good, the bad, and the dollar.
It sounds like what you've been asking for these artists for a while.
Absolutely. But again, I knew Ray Von had the potential to make it. He just wouldn't put out a project for whatever reason. He's on TDE. So, they take their time with music.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
He on TDE time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A glacial pace. Speaking of TDE and hip hop, did you see Dody 6 apologize to Kendrick? I'm going to pull it up so I can read it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Let me see it. 1 second.
Be careful when y'all do them drugs.
It says, I want to publicly apologize to Kendrick Lamar for calling Cuz a bitch because he is far from that and ain't did nothing but bless me in my life. He posted this I think Friday or Saturday.
Why contradict yourself? If you gonna come say something, stand on that shit.
Yeah, I'm not really an apology person either.
Yeah, why you apologizing that quick? Like that quick is crazy.
I never.
Who told you to write that?
I don't. You know what? That's a good one. You're saying he might have been pressured into delivering that. You don't think that came from the heart? We never know.
What you think, Jada? It was too quick?
Yeah, I think it was a little too quick for you to be bold to say something like that to Kendrick Lamar when Kendrick Lamar don't even be active like that on social media.
I mean, he said it on his IG live, or he said in a DM to Adam 22, he was like Kendrick a bitch.
Why are you running to him telling what the fuck is he gonna
do? Why would you DM Adam?
What the fuck is he gonna do?
And then less than a week later, apologize. Let me get my.
And Adam exposed it, right?
He screenshotted it.
Of course. Of fucking course. When you could have just put it on your story to begin with.
Let me see. I don't want to say it's not genuine because I have not spoke to Dody to say that. That would be me assuming that it's not genuine because it could be. I would just say, as someone who's been working with LA rappers since 2008, when I was 12 years old, they are very erratic. They are very emotionally unstable, up and down, up and down. You never know what you're going to get with them. Do crazy shit like this all the time. So I'm not surprised. Okay. 1 second, they diss you. The next second, it's all love, apologies. I'm sorry I said that, because they do the same thing to me. They'll diss me over a grade or a review, and then right after that, now they cool.
They'll show your appreciation.
They be in their feelings.
It's like a bipolar experience.
Yeah.
To me, it's somewhat feminine. But because if I say something,
it's a bitch.
I'm gonna stand on it. I'm not gonna say bitch.
You said feminine. What's a feminine, bitch?
A respectful way of saying that. Okay. If I say, I'm not really an apologist. Like, you've never caught me on camera like, if I step on your shoe or something, maybe.
Yeah.
But apologizing for something I said.
Yeah. No, I said it, and I'm gonna stand on business because I said it.
But Jay, do you feel like it was genuine?
I don't know. I don't know him personally to say that, but I would hope that he took the time to really mean that.
He could have been under the influence a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Spoke real quick. Yeah. You know, one of the. And I've also heard he dropped a project. So, like, is this like like he dropped a single or something? Song.
He dropped a single.
Yeah, is this like you want to know like a little publicity?
That's smart though.
Stunt,
There's a lot of eyes on him, so that would be smart.
And the single's called Bait. It's called Just Bait, as if he baited everybody in. And so I'm one of the only platforms on the West Coast that posted it. A few people commented even today. They was like, "Damn, I ain't seen no other pages post this." They posted all his car accident, all his IG live runs out, but they didn't post his video when he dropped it. Now I'm like, no, I didn't post that other shit. I post, this is the music page.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you do all of that for a week, you have a crash out for a week and a half, and then you drop a single called Just Bait.
Yeah, you want attention. But all attention ain't good attention.
Right. That was not good attention in my opinion.
No, it's not.
But I'm not his manager, so shout out to Dody 6. Tweet of the week. This tweet is so fucking viral.
Tweet of the week.
This tweet is so fucking viral. So this is my homeboy Mike, Dollar Boy Mike. He's a rapper. I think he's in like Jamaica right now on vacation. He just went on vacation. He shook the world up. This is one of the biggest tweets in the history of Twitter, literally. He tweeted, I think 100 niggas could beat one gorilla. Everybody just got to be dedicated to this shit. What do you think? Yes or no?
I feel like when it's a whole group, you feel me? Can't nothing like if we all come together, we all on the same page, we all on the same format. Because the gorilla is the industry, right? In this situation,
that was the metaphor. I'm talking about in real life. Can 100 niggas?
Why would 100 niggas fight a gorilla?
Hypothetically, say we smoking some good weed.
So we're not talking about the industry in this situation.
No,
we're talking about a gorilla.
That meme I made today. This tweet is from last. This is Shannon Sharp talking about a Glorilla.
So we're talking about a gorilla.
Nicki Minaj.
It's Nicki Minaj. It's on the news.
A gorilla.
This tweet made the news. An actual 8. 100 niggas fight 1-8 and win.
Yes. The fuck. Yes.
I think so. I think the gorilla would get tired.
Yeah.
I think the gorilla would get tired.
Yeah.
If they all rush him at one time, not one by one phase. I'm talking about like what happened to me at Rolling Loud.
He cannot
like everybody just
fight.
Boom, but rush, not one-on-ones fair phase.
A couple gonna get hurt and maybe killed.
Oh, the first 10, 15, 20. The first 50, nah. He gonna get tired.
I'm getting that nigga from the back. I'm gonna choke that nigga from the back. You feel me? The gorilla ain't even gonna see me.
The gorilla,
but he gonna still be swinging.
The gorilla is definitely taking out a good 25, 30 people before he gets tired.
I'm gonna bite him.
You gonna bite the gorilla? Gonna bite you?
I'm gonna bite it from the back.
You gonna bite his butt?
No, the neck from the back and
so
choke
you
him.
Think your teeth
and choke him.
Pierce through a gorilla.
Do you see my teeth?
I'm looking at him.
Zoom in, Cuddy.
Yeah, that gorilla for sure handling auntie. Don't get it twisted.
Not me and 999 people.
Not 1,000, baby.
Oh my god.
100 men.
Not me and 99.
100 men versus one gorilla. That gorilla is dead.
It's gone. It's slept.
Let us know in the chat. Can we do a poll? Is there any way we get a poll in the chat? I want to know.
The chat is crazy.
What the fuck they say?
Chinchilla said 100 stats versus Dark Rainbow.
100 stats versus me. That's a lot of tears from stats. That's That's a whole bunch.
That's a lot of bitch shit.
That's a lot of crybaby tears.
That's a lot of.
I don't want to say it, so let's move on. All right, let's talk about. Let me pull it up. So Absol made a tweet. We keep it on TD for a minute. Absol from TD made a tweet. Please, Lord, let me find it in my bookmarks. I should have screenshot it. There's this viral tweet going around. I really like the Viral Way podcast take on this matter too. I like how they covered this. When we going to Viral Way? I thought you said you I thought you said, but I know you said you knew them.
Yeah, let me hit them up when we done.
Absolutely. I want to go over there. They had a very intellectual take on Absol's tweet. If you would just guys give me 1 second, I'm gonna read it. I should have screenshotted it. So he said something about like a tour.
I seen Viral Way like connected with Adam and connected with all these other people. I'm like, I don't know. Niggas might think they yeah.
I mean, it's controversial. It got people to watch that episode, I'm sure.
As they should.
And I didn't watch it yet, but as long as they held him accountable, clearly I went over there and worked in those episodes. I can't judge, but as long as they held him accountable, I've called the nigga a culture vulture to his motherfucking face and said he needs to get that shit together. But anyhow, this is from Absol. He said a couple days ago. So according to the numbers, analytics, or whatever the fuck, a tour for me has yet to be finalized. Soul Burger dropped last November. That's his album. I'm not pointing any fingers, but damn, I feel that like that was some of my best work. Something's in the water for sure. This feels similar to the end of physical distribution. So he's saying that he's basically asking like, why doesn't he have a tour after dropping what he feels is his best work last November? All these months later, no tour. Would you go to an Absol concert?
I wouldn't, but I do feel like he should still, try to have a tour and see who gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, but why hasn't the tour materialized? And again, he signed, so maybe he can't just go out and do his own tour because he signed to a label.
Yeah, but
it's like I know he definitely could do a concert. Like, where's the Absol concert at the Observatory, the Novo, one of these local venues with 500, 1,000, 1,500 people?
For sure.
Let's start there. When I saw the tweet, that's what I thought of. I was like, well, damn, let's see you do the Novo. Let's see you do the Observatory in Orange County, Santa Ana, or something first.
I'm definitely never going to a concert at an Observatory. Like, I feel like that's not even my era no more. I'm a grown ass woman. You feel me? I need my area. I need my space. I need to sit down. I would never be standing.
I love the Observatory.
Why?
Because I've been to so many shows there. You gotta think that's all.
That shit is so regular. I feel like it's fucking
that's
regular.
What every LA rapper do. They drop a project and they have a show at the Observatory. 500 to 1,000 seats. If you're in the Constellation Room, that's 500.
That's what's up.
If you're in the main room, that's 1,000. Like maybe 1,500. If you squeeze people in there, it'd be fun. I like it. I like they bar. I like you park right there. You walk right up. It's not complicated. Novo. Oh my God, you got to go up the escalators, underground parking.
But that's when like, yeah, I'm doing my shit.
Yeah, Novo I think it's maybe 2,000 or 2,500 seater.
That's when you're doing your shit.
A level up is a Novo. The Roxy is only 500 seater, but I do like that venue too.
Okay.
It's on Sunset in Hollywood. So again, Absol, I don't feel like because Kendrick's on tour. Kendrick's breaking stadium record
doing
tours.
8 counts.
Yeah, like he's shutting down.
He dancing and all that, moonwalking.
He's shutting down stadiums. Obviously, Absol's not on that level. Never reached that level of success or commercial success, rather. But shoot, you got to work with what you got. Throw a show at the Observatory.
Shit.
Don't get on Twitter crying
about
local. No tour when you ain't throwing no shows in your hometown. Jada, Auntie, did you guys see the independent artist Mount Rushmore?
That you posted?
Mm-hmm. Well, Master P posted, I reposted.
And then none of them looked like them.
I feel like that AI shit is so difficult because even my Mount Rushmore that I made,
none of them look like them.
So this one had Master P, Nipsey Hussle, Young Dolph, and E40 as the 4 goats of independent rappers that didn't.
Wait, Master P was independent his whole time?
No Limit Records.
Wow, I know No Limit, but I know about that, but I didn't know that shit was independent.
Yeah, that was an independent label.
That's what's up.
He's one of the forefathers of that. That's why I reposted when I saw him posted. He's definitely on there. This is a controversial take. I do not have Nipsey Hussle on my Mount Rushmore of independent artists.
Why?
Nipsey Hussle was secretly signed to Atlantic Records for years, and then he ended up announcing that he was signed to Atlantic Records and doing Victory Lap, his debut album, a classic, nominated for Best Rap Album, should have won, Bacardi won. That came out on Atlantic. So I don't have him on the Mount Rushmore of independent rappers because before he passed, he put out his debut album on a major label. And he was again, how do I know Nipsey was secretly signed to Atlantic Records? YG put out a movie, a short film called Blaming on the Streets in like 2015. It had a DVD and a soundtrack. I went to Target and brought it 2015 to buy the movie. It's like 20, 30-minute movie, little hood classic. But it has another CD with the music on it. So I opened up the booklet. I know you kids don't know what that is. A CD is a disc with music on it. And you will open up the case and there will be a little booklet with the credits and stuff on it.
Of course.
The kids don't know that though.
That's crazy.
So I'm reading the booklet and it says it's Ride With Me Remix, an RJ song, Ride With Me Remix featuring YG and Nipsey Hussle. And it said Nipsey Hussle appears courtesy of Atlantic Records. This is in 2015 when he was still putting out mixtapes. So there are situations, and I have spoke about this on camera before. There are situations where a label will sign you, but tell you not to announce it because being independent is more marketable.
Yeah.
The past 10 years or so, it's more marketable to be independent.
So what does that tell you?
What do you mean? To me, it means that fans are willing to spend more money on you if they think you're independent. Meaning, if I think you're an independent artist out here on your grind, I'm gonna buy a T-shirt. I'm gonna buy a candle.
I'm gonna support you.
I'm gonna pull up to your show
because you put it all in.
Right. Versus if I think you just an artist with a big machine behind you, I might just only listen to your song. So I feel like that's why Nipsey's not the only artist. I can name a few artists on the West Coast that were signed to labels but pushing the independent narrative. So I'm not singling him out, but he was signed to Atlantic before he announced that he was signed to Atlantic. And I feel like that was done because that makes fans support you more and spend more of their money on you because they thinking that you're independent. Still a genius, still a marketing genius, but I don't have Nipsey on there. For me, you got to put Tech Nine. Tech Nine is he from like Kansas City or something? He from like the middle of the country. Tech Nine had the longest independent run and put up the most numbers independently when niggas was selling CDs. So I would swap out Nipsey or Dolph. No, I would swap out Nipsey for Tech Nine on the indie rapper list.
Okay.
If you got approached by a label to sign, what are you doing? Right now, you get approached by a label to sign. You get $20K advance, signed to this label, but they own all your shit for the next 5 to 7 years.
5 to 7 years, that's a minute.
That is a minute.
That's a long time.
What do you do?
I'm gonna have a lawyer look over that shit.
Contemplate.
Because 20, that ain't a lot. That ain't enough.
It's not. That's what YG got. YG was stuck on Def Jam for years, but his advance was $20K.
That ain't enough.
So
I can get that from doing here.
So you will remain independent.
Yeah.
Okay.
For $20K, I will remain independent.
I like to ask artists, like, if a label approach you right now, would you sign or would you stay independent?
But also, I know that label gonna like advance me, so I got a lot to think about.
It's not an instant no.
It's not an instant no. It's not an instant no. Let me see what they're gonna do for me because I know they'll like market me.
Right. That's why I like right now it's an alternative. It's distros. Like I signed with a distro company, a company that does distribution. Where it's like I own my music, but I'm licensing it to you. So I feel like the distro option, you can go get that same bread from a distro versus signing over to a label. But it's all about what you want, because what if that label do got the pop department that can market you and make you a big Ice Spice or something like that? It all on what you want, because this vice is being independent too. That shit look tough.
I just like moving how I move. You feel me? I like featuring. I like, you feel me? I don't need nobody telling me like you can't do no features right now. Or we not finna have you do no shows right now. Like I like to do what I like to do when I like to do it.
Okay.
I've been independent since I was 4.
All right.
You feel me?
So remain independent. Okay.
It remain independent. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about shout out to Joe Moses. This is actually one of my favorite issues. This is our spring issue.
Like that pink in the back.
Thank you. We shot this at his store, his West Side store.
Let me see that.
He recently, let me read it. Excuse me for being on my phone, y'all. He recently, let me read it. 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 He recent He said, Joe Moses made a post. He said, "You niggas in trouble. I'm focused for 50 days. I'm gonna be a problem for LA. Music on the way. Joe Moses album. Joe Moses Ty Dolla $ign album. R.J. Joe Moses album. And new Joe Moses feature on the way. Are we excited about this?
I like this picture of you. Him and who?
Thank you.
Him and who?
Him and RJ have a project, and him and Ty Dolla $ign have a project, and he's dropping his own project. That's 3 projects. He said 50 days within 50 days. Are we excited about this Joe Moses comeback?
I'm excited because them is some big people. I fuck with who he finna fuck with right now. So I'm very interested on the outcome of what they got going on.
Okay,
I want to hear it.
Say you, Jada.
I'm excited. I hope he spaces it out.
Okay.
Let us digest each album.
Okay, don't just drop it all in 1 month. Okay, I respect that. I feel like Joe has got me excited for comebacks quite a few times before. I feel like when that But Dum record came out like a year or so ago, I was like, oh yeah, I'm finna Dejon. I'm thinking he's finna.
That should go crazy.
I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, he's back. But then we don't get a remix with a big rapper. We don't get a follow-up record. I'm like, he let that moment pass.
That's what y'all want. Y'all want big remixes later on after it dropped.
If you put out a hot record that go crazy within the next 3 months, I expect to hear a remix with a big feature on it. Somebody not from LA or the top artist in LA at least to elevate it so it could go out of LA. And I expect a follow-up record that has the same cadence as that record.
So is it too late for a remix?
For But I'm Done?
No.
No, not with the right female rapper on it.
Are you think it should be a female?
For But I'm Done, yeah.
Okay.
A female. And in the video for But I'm Done, to me it was still too hood. I would have went way more flashy pop culture with that video. So I feel like Joe, what I'm saying is I feel like Joe fumbled the But I'm Done moment. That record was so hot and viral. I feel like that should have been his comeback moment. But I'm glad that he's focused again. He's giving himself 50 days to lock in. Him and Ty Dolla $ign, I remember when they dropped that Whoop project back in the day. And they did songs like All Star and shit, and then obviously Paranoid. Him and Ty Dolla $ign, they was made to make music together. Better Ask Somebody. They was made to make music together. So I can't wait to hear that joint project. He's been teasing this joint project with RJ for years. They've been teasing that project. Stop it. So I would love for them to put that out, and I want to see them do like a versus, like a LA versus. RJ and Joe Moses go 20 songs. Who you got?
RJ.
For sure.
RJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got, but it's not like a landslide. It's like by a few points.
No, for me, it's a landslide.
You think RJ got Joe in a 20
Amio 2 takes over But
Joe got Fresh Out. Joe got Go Bitch. Joe got Ratchets. Joe got Burn Rubber. Joe got WCW. Joe got Owe Me Something. Joe got some bangers too.
You know his catalog. I don't know his catalog like that.
Oh, no, I'm a big Joe Moses fan. And I'm going to put that together. I'm going to get them some bread. I'm going to put together the RJ Joe Moses LA versus. I'm going to make that happen.
Ooh. That's going to be nice, y'all. That shit going to be
Yeah, we got to do that. All right. Speaking of RJ, he also made a post on his IG story basically saying that Amio 4 is on the way.
Okay.
Are we excited for this? Or is it too late?
I'm excited for whatever RJ finna drop. He lit right now.
I hope Mustard's on it.
I doubt that. I doubt Mustard. I would love for Mustard to be. I would love for Mustard to be on the Amio 4 project and for them to reunite and make things right and do their thing. But we saw last year at the pop out, RJ didn't perform on Mustard's set. Mustard brought out like YG, Roddy Ricch, different artists, and then RJ had to come out on another DJ set. And I made posts saying like that was weird.
Yeah.
RJ is known for being Mustard's artist. He should have been on Mustard's set at the pop out.
Right.
So I mean, hopefully they surprise us and when we listen to Amio 4, Mustard's on it. But to be honest, if we do your homework, Mustard's not on Amio 3. Mustard was only a part of Amio 1 and 2. Amio 3, them not Mustard beats.
That's how you a lot right there.
There weren't?
No. Amio 3, which, I feel like is heavily slept on, but it got songs like Flex and Flash, like Oh My God, Shimmy Shimmy Ya. What's that song? Stranger. Yeah, so Amio 3. Yeah, that's a fire tape. I'm excited for this. I've been telling RJ to do Amio 4 since he dropped the Rodney Brown LP, Rodney Brown Jr. LP in like 2022, 2023. I've been telling him to follow up with I'm Yo 4. Personally, again, I'm about the Dejon Paul. I can't help it. Personally, I feel like RJ should have dropped I'm Yo 4 after he performed at the Pop Out. And then last year he was in the Squad Boy video with Kendrick. I feel like I'm Yo 4 should have dropped last summer. If I'm RJ, what would I do? This is how I think. YG dropped Just Read Up 3 last summer. Mm-hmm. That shit flopped. That shit was ass. I would have dropped I'm Yo 4 and showed the world, even though I was signed to this nigga and I came up under him, I can wrap circles around this nigga. Yeah. I'd have dropped I'm Yo 4 the same week as Just Read Up 3.
Yeah, that would have good.
And that would have been good energy, momentum on the West Coast, and that would have been a great rollout. Like, me and this nigga, we don't make music together no more. I'm not signing him no more. He dropping Just Read Up 3, one of his classic mixtapes. He dropping a new version. I'm dropping I'm Yo 4. I'm going back for my classic mixtapes, but I'm going to show you how I rap way better than this nigga.
Right.
And so I feel like I'm Yo 4, I'm happy he's finally dropping it, but I feel like it might be a summer too late. That's all I'm saying.
Goddamn.
And that's just how Dejon Paul thinks.
That's how you think. But still drop your shit. RJ, drop it.
Absolutely. All right, before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Hitter J3, who's on Gang Gang, the original, shout out to Chef Boy. He made a tweet. He said, who y'all hear on the Gang Gang remix? So, who do y'all hear on the Gang Gang remix?
Oh.
That is good. Y'all want me to drop a Gang Gang?
Sexy Red's not getting on Gang Gang.
She might. She be at Marathon Burger.
I can hear her on that beat. I can hear her on
Sexy
that beat.
Red on the Gang. I said Mozzie. I hear Mozzie sliding on that beat and making it like a little bit more serious.
I like RJ on the beat. Yeah.
RJ would be cool, but I feel like that wouldn't, like, people saying RJ Joe Moses when I posted the tweet. People saying names like that. I feel like that's not going to elevate the record. Like, I feel like if you put Mozzie on the record, the whole West Coast is going to gravitate that, and that'll be the West Coast song of the summer. Yeah. If you put Sexy Red or a big female rapper name on it, that'll be just one of the best songs of the summer, period, not West Coast.
Right.
So if you're looking for, like, nationwide, go get a big female rapper like a Sexy Red or Glorilla.
And I want him to expand. Like I want him to expand. Yeah. I want him to get out the West. You feel me?
But if you want to, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, a lot of times when we go out the West, like, you feel me, to the South or East Coast, they don't be knowing about our music.
That's most of our artists. So Gang Gang remix, our final suggestion is going to be Sexy Red. For me, it's Mozzie. If you're going to stay regional, Mozzie. Because he'll make it the hottest record on the West Coast. Because he'll just he has bars, but his voice sounds good too. Not like boring lyrical miracle bars.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Let's pull a card and get out of here.
Let's pull a motherfucking card, y'all. It was an amazing time tonight.
Absolutely.
Shout out everybody in the building. If you ever had sex in a public place, take a motherfucking shot. And I did in a parking lot. But I was in a car, outside the car, in a car.
Fox Hill Small. Huh? You never been to the Fox?
Not Fox Hill Mall.
If you ever help your friend cheat, drink player. I for sure didn't help my friends cheat.
I mean, yeah, I guess they said they was with me and they wasn't.
Anywho, you've been watching that Dan Lake podcast. I'm your host, Dejon Paul.
Yeah.
Auntie.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Absolutely. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell.
Boom, boom.
Shout out to Cory. Happy birthday, Cory.
Happy birthday, Cory.
Yeah. Media Spill. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Yeah, bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Yeah,